action.
Hey, yo, it's Wednesday, A1 Live. Catch us on weareA1.com.
You got it? I'm going to jump in there, too.
Hey, Action Squad in the building. That boy Jay Norm.
Holla at your boy.
WeAreA1.com. Y'all tune in right now, 8 o'clock every Wednesday night. It's going down on A1 Live. Your girl Jay Nicole, your boy Atumra. We got the entire Action Squad in the building. So y'all go ahead and tune in, comment, tell your friends, tell your mama, tell your granny, tell your uncle, everybody.
And bring me some tacos.
And get in the action.
If you want to be an artist, you know what I'm saying?
A1 Live coming up. Everything.
Yeah.
Tune in to everything.
Yeah.
Hey yo. Back in this thing again, A1 Live. We appreciate everybody that's checking us out via Facebook Live. Everybody checking us out on weareA1.com. Make sure that you go on Google Play and get the app. You know what I'm saying? The app is out now. You know what I'm saying? Apple coming soon. You know what I'm saying? Tell them quit making us jump through the loops because we coming, man. You know what I'm saying?
Tiny GB.
Acting bad on them, run up the bag on them, press the gas on them, hit the dash on them. I'm trying to get the money, y'all ain't gon' stop me, I'm trying to get the money, y'all ain't gon' knock me, acting bad on them, run up the bag on them, press the gas on them, hit the dash on them. I'm trying to get the money, y'all ain't gon' stop me, I'm trying to get the money, y'all ain't gon' knock me, see y'all done messed up, put some respect on my name, see why they mad at me, I'm trying to make a little change, this for all my workers, working for minimum wage, I can't be nice to them, y'all gotta feel my rage, how you gon' count me out, I got hit after hit, showing that fake love, they been thinking they slick, I be Uber trapping, getting my money legit, and my bow tie shining, I don't put ice on my wrist, they be side talking, I be hearing the words, see my parents die, I done been through the words, all these fake rappers, they be getting on my nerves, Southside still holding, had to go hard on my verse, acting bad on them, run up the bag on them, press the gas on them, hit the dash on them, I'm trying to get the money, y'all ain't gon' stop me, I'm trying to get the money, y'all ain't gon' knock me, acting bad on them, run up the bag on them, press the gas on them, hit the dash on them, I'm trying to get the money, y'all ain't gon' stop me, I'm trying to get the money, y'all ain't gon' knock me, I see them stay on face, now that I got your attention. Talking
For sure.
That's what I
But man, we appreciate y'all checking us out. We appreciate y'all for coming through. Make sure that y'all go to weareA1.com. Shout out to everybody checking us out there right now. And go, if you're there right now, make sure that you subscribe. Make sure that you check out some of the other things that we have on the page. We got a lot going down from my A1 TV to the A1 pop-ups to the blogs. And it's a lot more coming. Also, make sure that you go to the YouTube and you hit that subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get them followers up.
Thumbs up.
Yeah, man. Today, man, like I said, man, it's just been a long week for a lot of us. We still gonna keep it rolling, still gonna keep it moving. The brother that I have here with me today, man, if you don't know, you're gonna know soon, man. We first met this brother. Shout out to Jay No, out at the Indie Fest.
That's my cousin.
Oh.
Yeah, they know that's my cousin.
Oh man, okay. So it's a family affair up in here, man. And you know, the brother was out there doing his thing on the music tip. But you know, one thing we do at A1, shout out to A1 pop-ups. You know, we talk to people, you know, while we out on the scene and everything else like that. And you know, as you got to conversing with the brother, man, you saw that he was a lot deeper than the music. You know, he even had Action Jackson impressed, and you know, that's pretty hard to do. But you know, today I had a one and only LIREC. What's good, brother?
What's going on? What's going on?
You doing all right, man?
Yeah, it's good to be here. I feel good. I feel great. Had a nice little workout today, so I'm pumped.
Okay,
You know?
okay. I know we got J. Nicole, you know what I'm saying, chilling, sitting back at the 10. What's up? I mean, okay. Well, man, hey, man, regardless, man, hey, you know what today is, though?
What's today?
Hey, man, the Rockets playing today, man.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
You know
yeah.
everybody hype about that,
We
man.
gotta make it happen. Today is the day.
Hey, man, but I don't know, man. That boy Steph Curry might have some heat tonight, man. You
Nah,
know.
we're gonna rain on him today. It's raining, so we're gonna rain on him today.
It's gonna rain on that
That's
parade.
That's
Man,
what's gonna happen.
make it an even longer week for him.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard.
Hey, man, that brother had a
When they
long
played
week,
last
man.
game, man, it's gonna be hard.
Hey, man.
They figured him out.
Yeah, most def, man. And I think, yeah, man, it's real though. We down with H-Town though. Man, so much been in the news, man. You know, from this everything going on in the White House. You know, what I'm saying, everything going on in politics. You know, also unfortunately had another school shooting this week.
Yeah.
Man, too many of those. You know what I'm saying, the prayers out to, you know what I'm saying, everyone, family out there. But, hey, man, you know, we here and we pushing. And, you know, we just want to make sure that we continue to give hope to the people.
Yeah.
We continue to let them know that there's a path, you know, to what they want to do. And, you know, most of all, we all about getting into action. And, you know, I don't want people to forget that, and I said this before and I'm going to say it again, everything that they have going on with 2020, they're talking about the elections and everything else like that. Don't forget we got elections going down in 2019. We got local elections, you know, city of Houston. We have a lot going on. We have a lot of people throwing their hats in the ring.
Yeah.
Hey, man, you know, man, this year, man, I'm actually, you know, kind of excited because this is like the first time, like, I got like a group of people that like I personally know that are running for office. You know what I'm saying? People that have just like got off the fence and like, I'm gonna try to do something, you know what I'm saying? Before, you know, it was kind of one person here, one person there, but like, you know, it's like 5 or 6 people, man, that's throwing their hats in the ring, man, and you know.
That's the great thing about like these times, and you have a lot more people stepping up after you know the last election, the last national election.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then you have a lot more people wanting to make a difference, and that's what makes this these last couple of years like phenomenal. It's only gonna get bigger. It's a huge wave. That's all I'm saying.
Most definitely, man. We finna roll into this first break, and when we come back, man, the people gonna, you know, saying, have had a chance to see your video, man, and we gonna get into your music, we gonna get into your business, and we gonna get into all the things that you're into, bro. Right?
All right.
Yeah,
Sounds like
man.
a plan.
Hey, man, brother Itum Ra, A1 Live, RJ, Q, what's up?
Thank you all for just inviting me out and giving me the opportunity to speak about Twist. I really appreciate you, and I love that you all are doing positive exposure of people in the community versus whatever else you could be doing. I appreciate you shedding a positive light in the world.
Sure.
So.
You're tuned into the all-new Action One Network. Turn up your volume.
me on the back, baby, I can take it. When you're done, give me a little more. You say that I'm slacking and I'm just lazy. Move the finish line and just close the door. Living from 1st to 15th and I barely make it. My whole team winning and we all mistaken. I just wanna breathe just to get a break. To show you I'm not rotten to the core. Foot in my neck, gun to my head. Where you going? Stay in check or you're dead. Watch where the wind is blowing. Foot in my neck, gun to my head. Where you going? Stay in check or you're dead. Watch where the wind is blowing. Breaking my legs and my spine. I can take it. I can take it. I can take it. I can take it. Crack open my head, take my mind, girl. I can take it. I can take it. I can take it. I can take it. Whatever you throw, from slavery to Jim Crow, we took it then, and I know now that I can take it. I can take it. I can take it. And I can take it. I can take it. Yo, I know I can take it. Whatever you throw at me. We are athletic, always happy just to keep you happy. Just keep the pipelines open, and the father's broken. That's why I'm on a knee with my fist up in my hand smoking. Big up to Pappy, Dylan and hustling, always kept them happy. When you tapped and grabbed me, took an opportunity and try and trap me. Gave me a few bugs, some gas and some new drugs. Turned into change and fame. Now you wanna do us killing. Know my homies out here making all this money, we illin'. Sometimes do what you do, but we need to be building from the O-Thard. Yeah, I know the O-Fard, far as this is in freedom, tons of lessons that the O-Tard. I do what I'm able and keep my mental stable in check. I really can't, cause you got your foot in my neck just to keep me choking. So I stay in check till I'm dead. Watch till the wind is blowing. Breaking my legs and my spine. Breaking my legs. I can take it. I can take it. I can take it. Crack open my head, take my mind, girl. I can take it. You won't take my mind. You won't take my mind. No. Whatever you throw, from slavery to Jim Crow, took it then, and I know now. I can take it. 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 You're breaking my legs and my spine. I can take it. I can take it. I can take it. I can take it. Crack open my head, take my mind, and my head. You won't take my mind. You won't take my mind. No. Whatever you throw, from slavery to Jim Crow, we took it then, and I know now. I can take it. I can take it. I can take it. Put me on the back, baby, I can take it. When you're done, give me a little more.
To yourself, man. Let them know who you are, where you're from, and kind of what got you inspired to do music.
Well, my name is LIREC, LIREC, stands for Living in the Realm of Eternal Creativity. My daughter gave me that name, so it's very special to me. I'm from Houston, native Houstonian. I've been doing music since I was 6, and what got me inspired is I was walking. My grandmother was leaving. We were driving away from church or whatever, and we grew up underprivileged, but there was a piano sitting on the side of the road. It was all wet. It just rained in Beaumont. And I asked her, I was like, hey, can I have that? And I begged her for it. And then she finally said yes. Didn't have many keys working on it. And then I fixed the piano. And then, I fixed about 8 more keys on it. So from there, I just started playing piano, and music was my love. And at the age of 12, I said I want to be a star. But now the path is a lot different than wanting to be a star. So we'll get into that today as well.
Okay, man. And so, man, we just saw the powerful video, man. Talk about that, man. Like, man, what, cause you got 2 parts of the song. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You got the actual song, and then you got the video. Yeah. And of course they go beautifully together. But well, first of all, let's just talk about the video since we just watched the video, man. Where did that come from, bro?
After my first session in the studio, it was my first time back in the studio since I was 18. I was like, you know what, I'm back into it. I made this song. I got in the studio and I sat there, and that was the first thing that came out was these lyrics, and so I put that down. And as I was driving home, immediately I started envisioning all these very dramatic images that I've already seen online. So at first I was thinking maybe I can license the pictures and get the pictures and put them in my video, make a video with the pictures or whatever. Then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take it a step further. I'm gonna be the pictures.
Okay.
So I took these very dramatic images, and there was this image called Caught Negro and the image called Scarred Man, and those were the bases of the rest of the video. And then after that, I was like, you know what? I want to make it more modern. So I put some modern touch on it with struggles that I've been through in life, and this video depicts my struggle, but it talks about letting go of the victimized mentality. Everyone goes through a struggle of some sort, and this is just my struggle put in video, in a dramatic sense.
Well, Steph, had you done any acting or anything prior to that?
Yeah, I've done acting. I've done some local plays, and the latest play I've done was I forgot what it was. Not Raisin Nuts. It was called Stars Under Alabama Sky. Stars in Alabama Sky.
Okay.
In Pearl Theater, and I was one of the lead roles there. A guy from Alabama, and I had to get this accent. It was funny.
Oh man.
Alabama accent, mastered it. It sold out like. We had to add chairs into the theater. That's how good it was.
Oh man, it's like you still doing acting, man?
Yeah, I mean, every now and then I kind of fluctuate through all my talents, and I do one big thing, and I leave them hanging on.
Boy, finna get a role, man. You know what I'm saying? They don't be believing I get my act on, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm good
I see you.
Yeah. I'm good for a few good cameos. You know what I'm saying?
Slow mo.
Yeah.
I got you, man. I got you.
For sure. Nah, man, that's a slide, man. But I guess now it kind of makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Because I could see, you know what I'm saying, just the effortless transition. Right. And not only just singing, putting together the song and
bad feedback. I'm waiting for that.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Man, well, I mean, but I also understand, you know what I'm saying, as a person that has just recently picked up Adobe Premiere, you know what I'm saying, and started messing around with it. I mean,
I learned that as I did this project.
Yeah, but you also have to learn though, you know what I'm saying, in order to come out with a, a nice finished product, you know what I'm saying. It ain't like you could just pick up the tools and then automatically, drop it in the timeline and then you get something up. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So you got a project coming out, or you know what I'm saying, just dropping singles at the moment. What you got going on?
I'm gonna throw a teaser out there. I haven't really told this.
Got the exclusive.
The exclusive right now.
Hey man, RJ drop a bomb on this, man.
But I'm gonna be dropping. I'm going to be creating this EP that's gonna be a series. There's gonna be a video series tied along to it.
Okay.
And it's gonna be very conceptualized. So every song is gonna mean something, and the video to the music, and the video is gonna drop at the same time as the song drops. It's gonna go on for about 6 to 8 weeks, and I can't tell you when it's gonna happen, but it's gonna start at the end of the summer. Just saying. Be on the lookout. It's going to be something that I don't think has been done before. I mean, I think there's artists I'm taking from a couple artists that I'm inspired by, like Toby Greenway.
Shout out Toby. H-Time.
He's killing it. So I'm taking a couple things that I've seen from him, a couple artists, major artists that I've seen, and I'm putting into my own business, my own strategy.
Most def. And man, I definitely within your essence gives a strong connection to self. You know what I'm saying? A strong connection to your African identity and roots. Yes. Where did that come from? Where were you? You know what I'm saying? Pick that up.
I picked that up when I wanted to make a change and get out from being depressed. Okay. I was childhood, adolescence, teenage, all the way, to the age of probably 25, 26 is when 27 is when I decided that, I can't live like this. Like I felt like I was dying, but I had to dive in so deep to myself, and I wanted to do all these different things to kind of figure out why am I depressed first, and then try to work my way out of it. But I learned that the reason why I was depressed is because I didn't know who I was. I didn't know myself, and I didn't know. I couldn't tie myself to anything great. I was like, my lineage, my family bloodline. Like from what I see, we having all these issues. I'm doing this by myself. I felt like I was alone, and then I kind of just I started doing more research. I just started asking questions and challenging myself, challenging I'm a philosopher, so I challenge everything that I think. So I challenge the challenges that I challenge myself. You know, so I did that, and I came to this point where I realized there's power in my hair. I realized there's power in my melanin. There's, you know,
Peace.
My mind is a lot stronger than I thought, and I started speaking things into existence. I tried it one time. I watched a show called The Secret.
Okay.
And I was like, law of attraction. I already know about that. So I took a test, and I was like, you know what? Made a vision board. 3 months later, I completed my entire vision board. So I tried it again, and every time I tried it, it just kept on happening. Everything I've ever asked for, I started to realize everything I've ever asked for and put out into the universe came to me. It was mine. You know, it's all in accordance to my creator, and so with that connection to my creator, it is mine to have. You know, and so here I am today. You know, after hanging on by the end threads, talking about a song that I wrote about, I Can Take It. You know, because that's part of the metaphor that song is signifying. You know, getting out that victim, you know, mentality and overcoming struggles that we think can keep us down.
Most definitely, man. Definitely, man. You know, the only true knowledge is the knowledge of self.
Yeah,
you know, I tell people that all the time. You know, it's a person that has read and studied a lot. You know, I know a lot about religion, history, culture. I mean, you know what I'm saying? A lot of that is cool. But, you know what I'm saying, it's the true path is learning yourself, knowing yourself, your strengths, your weaknesses, and like you said, being able to connect to your identity, and that truly will, you know what I'm saying, give you that Christ conscious to, like you said, to manifest, you know, everything to your reality.
This video was just a thought, you know, it was a thought. I called my girlfriend, I was like, hey, what do you think about this stuff? And I was just blabbering on, and she was like asleep. I was like 1 a.m. She was asleep, and I just called her. And I was like, "What do you think about this?" And she's like, "Yeah, it's cool." And then, you know, 3 months later, here it is. You know, I found a person. I knew exactly who I wanted to be, and I know exactly how I wanted it to come out. You know, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful process, definitely.
It is, man. That's why, like I said, man, we ready for some more, man. You
Hey,
know, we gonna jump there, man.
I'm hungry. After seeing how to do this process, figure out how to do this entire process from publishing my music, before I released my song was played in a radio station in New York.
Wow.
Before I released it.
Wow.
You know,
Yeah.
It was pretty intense. So I'm looking forward to, you know, hitting the ground running even harder.
Most definitely. But I mean, you brought up a good point though about, you know what I'm saying, your publishing and everything else like that. Could you kind of speak to, you know what I'm saying, just that whole business aspect to the music and art game that because you know here at Action One, you know, we support a lot of independent artists, and you know we also try to help a lot of independent artists. We have a lot of them watching us, connecting with us, coming through, and everything else like that. What's some advice, you know what I'm saying, that you can give people in, like I said, getting that business and production and everything correct?
So I think that the advice I would give to any artist that wants to be an artist is to own your artistry. If you don't own your artistry, somebody else will manipulate you. So, you know, we're out of the age of record deals. We're out of the age of, you know, these big, you know, companies paying all this money,
payola,
give you an advance for some artists. You can tell those people who are artists and the people who aren't artists. You know, don't be afraid of the business side. Learn it. You know, read some books, read publishing books, read, you know, about the music business itself. Learn about licensing music, because that goes into what my strategy is in music is not to become a star. Like my goal isn't to be famous and performing on huge stages. That I think will just happen if I want it to happen, but that's not, you know, what my goal is. What my goal is to do is to license my music. Right. License my music to film. It's easier. It's a lot more money. You're able to, if you publish your music, you own the publishing side. If you write your music, you own the writer side. So you own 50%. If you publish your music and you write your own music, you know, you can cut and break it up however you want. You can get people on your project if you want. Cut it up. Make sure you have a split sheet going in, and then make sure you publish your own rights so you can sign up with a PRO, have somebody representing you, get a publishing administration behind you so you can get your music from all around the world, not just performance right, but your mechanical rights. It's like, read. I literally read books. That's what I did. I had questions, and I was like, you know what? I could sit there and try to buy into a class online that's gonna string me on for 6 weeks, or I can do what I do best, read. I got the books with me today. Yeah. And I carry them everywhere I go, and I'm only halfway through each of the books, but I can tell you just about everything you need to know because a lot of it is very logical.
Nah, most def, but important. And just that whole 360 degrees, man, of like you said, man, capitalizing on yourself though. That's really what it's about.
In yourself very important.
Hey man, you know what, man? Like I said, I rock with you too, man. Shout out to the homie Uno, man. We was chopping it up the other week, and I was telling him just with me like knowing more and more friends that are like putting together short films, feature films, music videos, everything else like that it was my opinion that I believe that artists, I mean, not saying that like you shouldn't make like albums or anything else like that, but at the same time, man, more artists should be targeting their music towards that group, the people that are producing these short films, documentaries, these small things, because you never know when it could get picked up. And like you said, if you got your publishing and everything else like that, man, that'll take you way farther than the album potentially.
I can put it into perspective for you. So, like, let's say your favorite show. What is your favorite show?
My favorite show? Man, I don't watch much TV, but dang it.
Name a show you know.
Name a show. Game of Thrones.
Let's say Game of Thrones. Okay. So, Game of Thrones. Right now they probably have like somebody that actually produced their music. There's a guy that actually produced their music, composed their music for them. But let's say if it was like a show, right?
Right.
Let's take a reality show.
Right.
Love and Hip Hop or something.
Okay.
Like that.
Yeah.
Love and Hip Hop. They use about 60 different, let's say 50 different songs a show. Right. There's 12 shows in a season. That's 600 songs that they need just for the season of a show, right? So we take that 600 for the season. Let's say how many shows are actually on that TV station, right? In a day, in a 24-hour span. Let's take how many channels are on. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
How many channels are on this segment?
The odds are in their favor,
and it's exponential. You can't even fathom how many. How much music is actually needed. Syncing is and for independent artists, it's a lot easier because they don't have to go through reg tapes of the big names.
Well, Moselle, because a lot of these filmmakers are accessible, especially like those ones like yourself. That are really like on the ground building. Yeah. And like I said, man, I've got people that have their stuff picked up. And then here's the other thing now is like you not only have Netflix, you got Amazon and Hulu, you got all these other places. Even YouTube making their own TV.
There's TV everywhere. TV, commercials. I'm not even gonna talk about commercials. How much music is actually needed for commercials. Like think about how many commercials you see a day. How many times it's played. You can in a year, if you sync about 5 or 6 songs in a year, you can make on just the syncing, not the royalty side from it being played.
Right.
As it being distributed, you get paid for the distribution if you put that in your contract. But that's my strategy.
Oh yeah, man.
It's not I'm not trying to get a record deal. I'm not trying to have people. If I want to go and do a tour, do a show, it's gonna be an intimate show.
Right.
Be on the lookout.
Yeah.
It's gonna be an intimate show, but it's all about building your catalog, finding ways to distribute it. You don't have producers selling beats.
Right.
They sell beats for like $30.
Right.
$30, you get $80, $99 if you want it to, you want exclusive, and if you want to actually own it, then you got to pay like some fee. If they give it to an amazing, like a beast artist, they give it to a beast artist, he go and make, 1 million streams on this song. I just paid him $1,000, but he just made about 10 to 15 grand just on the streams alone. Not talking about the royalties that he probably licensed it out. They're losing money because they want the quick get, you know.
Right. Damn. That's true, man. That's true, man.
It's crazy, man. It's amazing.
But you know what I'm saying, it's beautiful, you know what I'm saying, how wide open, you know what I'm saying, the game is, you know what I'm saying, and how it is for those, you know what I'm saying, that really want to go for it, you know what I'm saying. That's why I salute you, bro. Like, man, you really going for it, man. Man, like I said, and I didn't even know you acted, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, what, the director, actor,
man. I honestly do. I do just about everything.
Yeah.
If I go down the list, we'll need 2 hours.
Hey man, we definitely gonna have you back though, man. But you know, I also want to talk about you know, outside of the arts. You know what I'm saying, what you doing, what you have going on. And like I said, man, that was another thing that was, you know what I'm saying, really impressive, just, you know what I'm saying, in our first few interactions, man. Can you let the people know about your, you know what I'm saying, businesses that you got going on?
So my brand is called LIREC Creativity. You know, because LIREC stands for Living in the Realm of Eternal Creativity. So my brand is called LIREC Creativity. I do small business analytics for market analytics and strategic planning for retail, for beauty and hair industries, for oil and gas industry, manufacturing industries. And, you know, that's my model. My business model can actually stretch across to other industries, but those are the industries that I'm keeping it tied to.
Most definitely, man. You got, you know, some of us only have a bachelor's, man. So you gotta break down, man. What is the analytics, man, and what you all actually do?
All right, so what I do is I take data that businesses typically collect but don't know what to do with. Say like, you know, you make a sale, you know the customer's name, you know how many times they bought the product that they bought, how many they bought, the type of customers. All I do is take you to hone in on who your clientele is, so you can strategically, instead of going by, oh, it's, you know, it's the summertime, I get a little less sales during the summer. Instead, you can actually grow during that time because you strategically market to those that buy your product. Excuse me. When it comes to, you know, the strategic planning, you can create a strategic plan for 5 to 10 years. I take you on that entire journey by asking you questions, collecting data, telling you how to get there. You know, I pretty much do all the hard work, and not many small businesses, you know, maybe 43% of small business can actually afford a full analytics team. You know, and so that's why I wanted to create my brand, my business, LIREC Creativity, to offer analytics to small businesses. You know, if big businesses, they grow like crazy over the course of years. You wonder, like, in a recession, how are they even surviving? You know, analytics is it. You know, and small businesses, they don't typically, they have some small businesses don't know business per se, and it's even worse when you don't even know how to sell or market to your clientele. You know, even if you're doing good, you think you're doing good. Data analytics, you know, people call it big data, but data analytics will double, triple your profits, not your revenue, your profits, simply because you understand you understand your market. Your competitors.
Nah, man, most def, man. And you know, that is one thing though, man, because I had got my degree in marketing. I wish now, because like back then at the time, they were just kind of starting to talk about data mining, and just kind of looking at how it's grown to be across sectors, you know what I'm saying? Because like before, it was only like a few specific companies that were using it, but like now, these concepts are going across the board to all goods and products and services, and everybody's kind of starting to realize the details and also how they can manipulate them and use them. You know what I'm saying? I guess I wouldn't. Well, I guess only manipulate if they're doing bad, but you know what I'm saying. For the most part, you know what I'm saying, how companies want to grow. But you said you work with a lot of small businesses. What are some of the areas of the recent businesses that you work with?
I've worked in film industry. I've done budget analysis for film. I'm on the money. I've done some these investors. They wanted to bring some clientele or bring artists or big name artists to different places. I did a budget analysis for them. I've worked with Yes Prep. With right now it's like a lot of budgeting, because a lot of people are trying to create their budget at the beginning of the year. I've worked with TMK IPSCO, which is a manufacturing company. I've worked with a restaurant. I've worked with a candy shop as well. So I'm working with retail, and I have this really huge project. I'm not going to disclose that. That's confidential. But in the hair industry, to uproot how the hair industry and the beauty industry operates, because the business model is about 52 years old, so it's time for change. And so I'm building a huge business model for that, and that's going to be probably the most lucrative thing I have done in the next two or 3 years. So it's going to be a long project, but those are things that I'm working on right now.
Most def, man. I'm in here, your brother Atum Rod J. Nicole in here with the one and only Lyric, man. We finna get into another break, man, and come right back, man. A1 Live, we are A1.com. RJ, cue it up, baby. Man, you still here? Go on and subscribe.
Get into action.
Yo, we back at it again, baby.
What?
Get into action. 3.
Get into action.
Tell me what is the deal, tell me what is the deal.
So I challenge you today to start strong.
I see you.
Get into action.
Tell me what is the deal. Cause I'm calling for you.
Get into action.
Can you feel that? Yeah. See, I'm calling for you. Can you feel that? Yeah. See, I'm calling for you. Can you feel that? Yeah. See, I'm calling for you. Say how you really.
Yo, we back at it again, baby. This week I want to talk about shoot your shot. You can't be afraid to strike out swinging, so have confidence in yourself. I'm excited for it, baby. Let's get it. Understand, if you never take that swing, you will never hit. I'm going to say that again. If you never take that swing, you will never hit. So don't be afraid of rejection. It may not be perfect, but you have to be willing to risk it all. Understand that the greatest risk that you can take is not taking one at all. So get off the sidelines and get in the game. You know, one thing I admire about MJ and Kobe, you know, in their last few seconds of the game, you already knew who was going to get the ball. They were never afraid to take their shot. You know, whether they hit or miss, they knew that they were going to take that final shot. They trust in themselves. They put themselves in uncomfortable situations. But what that allows you to do, that allows you to grow. That allows you to discover things inside of you that you never knew that you had before. You know, you got to be willing to fail. It may not work on the first time, the second time, the 10th time. It may not even work on the 100th time. But the more that you take your shot, the closer that you'll become to succeeding. So my encouragement for this week is to shoot your shot, and everything else will fall into place. So it's your boy Jay Norm. Peace and blessings. Again, shoot your shot. Peace.
Michael Jordan running on fumes with 45 points.
At the end of the game, you got to get it out of his hands. Jordan frees himself up for a clean look. The greatest thing about Jordan is he has all the tricks. That's why it's so difficult to guard him.
If that's the last image of Michael Jordan.
Action 1, inspiring next. Back in this thing, baby. Your brother Atum Rod with the one and only Lyric. And this brother here, man, is just so talented, man. And like I said, once again, I always got to give my disclaimer. I'm telling y'all, everybody we have up here on Action 1, you better hit them up now, because the next time they come back, the price is going to go up.
Just saying.
And then y'all going to say they acting funny.
Yeah.
But y'all had a chance to get in at the ground level.
Yep.
And you didn't, man. And like I said, man, if you're not down, man, this brother does does music, does acting, directing, producing, business analytics. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying, the brother is, you know what I'm saying,
I dance too.
What?
I dance professionally for the last 12 years.
What?
Yeah, I do dance shows too. But I kind of put it on hold so I can do my music. But I've been, I dance over 22 dance styles professionally.
Oh man. Oh yeah. Well, see, I don't know if I can keep up in the next video. I'll be in the background, bro. You know.
Say that for the next time. We'll talk about that.
Yeah. Hey, nah, man. That's alive, bro. That's alive, man. That's dope, man. So, what is like the number one thing like that you want people, because you're like me. You're kind of spread across a lot of different platforms and mediums and talents and things like that. But what's the one thing that you want people to take away from your art and your business interactions, and dealing with you and the legacy, you want people to remember?
That's a deep question, man.
Yeah, I have to use my deep voice. I had to use my deep voice on that one.
My goal, so I had this goal that I created, and the goal was to get everything that's in my mind out my mind before I die. Because if I die, I'm going to be like, unrested.
Right.
Right. I'm haunted by my own creative flow. In times I have to. It's crazy. It's hard for me to explain, but I think that I want people to. I just want to change lives. One audience, one viewer, one listener at a time. I just want to leave some positive impact on the world, and I want to let people know that. Let people that hear or see my music to know that creative genius isn't rare. It's just how much you actually want to do it. If I got as deep as your question was,
I can go
a long time. I'm trying to keep my answer.
Nah, bro. That's real, man. And so, bro, I always ask people, man, because I'm interested. Who were some of your musical inspirations?
Yeah, I can go all through time. John Coltrane, Mozart, Bach. Who else?
Man,
Metallica.
Man, we got the first brother up here to mention Mozart and Bach, man. Boys up here talking about Boosie and Lil Wayne.
I'm inspired by the work ethic of Michael Jackson. I'm not a huge, fan of many of his works, but I'm a huge fan of his work ethic. Beyonce, I'm a fan of her work ethic. And I love her music too. She's very creative, especially in her visuals. And Marvin Gaye is probably one of the biggest inspirations of my life. This man was a genius. Prince, an absolute genius. I think I mark my life behind that era. That's what I was kind of raised upon. And so music, the real music, when music, before it got so electronic, that's what flows through my bones, and I'm just inspired a little bit by the electronic stuff because that's what people listen to. So.
Most definitely, man. And so, man, as we get ready to wrap up, man, as a brother, man, that's centered within itself, man. What's a message that you would give to a lot of melanated people out there that are dealing with a lot of the concepts that you expressed in your video?
I would say, after all these years, so this is the streamline. I'm gonna give you the streamline of what was in my head. So, after years of oppression that we've suffered, from the African diaspora all the way up until now, with all the with systematic, oppressive, mechanics in our country. After all that, through all that time, we have people who were greats. We have people who have changed the game. We have people who have been pioneers, who have made a difference, who took a stand and pushed something that they didn't believe would happen. They knew it. They had this thought, and they didn't know that if it would happen or not. But they took a chance. After all that, we were able to be great. So you can't let any you can't let anything that we've ever gone through let anything tell you that we can't do something. We all can take it. You know, that's why I say, whip me on the back, baby, I can take it. And when you're done, give me a little more. You know, because we can keep, even no matter throughout all these years, we're going to keep on pushing and just got to stand up and just say, I want to do it. And then just do it. It's that powerful.
Hey, man, the divine nature, that melanation, man. This brother heavy, man. Hey, man, let the people know where they can check out your music, all your social media platforms, and also how they can get in touch with you if they need any business work done.
If you need any business, put that out first.
Yeah, for sure. Get that money, baby. Get that money, baby.
If you need any business, any business analytics, strategic planning, or any kind of data management, you can hit me. You can reach out on my website, LIREC Creativity, LIREC Creativity.com, and scroll on down. You'll see a little contact section. You can send your info. It goes straight to me. If you want to you can find me on Instagram on Told by LIREC. On Instagram, on Facebook, you can find me on LIREC Creativity SB, which is the small business page. You can hit me up directly on Told by LIREC, so that's where you can see all my art, my music, and all those things. And if you want to catch me on Twitter, Eric D. Williams Jr. Just gave my government out. Yeah. Eric D. Williams Jr. At Twitter. So.
Hey, man, bro, I appreciate you for coming through, man.
Thank you for having me.
Bro, you welcome, man. Come back, man. Definitely got to keep us up on your projects, man. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? We definitely got to make sure we keep.
That's the message, man.
Most def, man. So, man, before we get out here, man, you got anybody you want to shout out, man? I know you know what I'm saying, talked about your brother and other people like that.
Shout out to Pioneers Collective.
Yeah, shout them out, man.
I want to shout out to Pioneers Collective. That's my little brother. He got a film company. He's doing some very big things, making changes in H-Town. I want to give a shout out to Oracle Studios, who is a partner in this work. I want to give a shout out to Bobby James, Icon. Man is doing some big things out there. I want to give a shout out to my family, my baby girls. Yeah. I want to give a shout out to my boy Casey. I want to give a shout out to my girl Shaquila. And my family out there, they making big things happen. Let's do it.
Most def, man. Hey, man, it's your brother iTunes Rob, man. Another week up, another week down. Remember, action, agility, life, and community. The new age of media, Action One. We are here, and we leave them every week with the getting the action, baby. Holla at your boy. Peace.
You tuned in to the all-new Action One Network. Turn up. You tuned in to the all-new Action One Network. Turn up your volume.
On the back, baby, I can take it. When you're done, give me a little more. You say that I'm slacking and I'm just lazy. Move the finish line and just close the door. Living Living from 1st to 15th and I barely make it. My whole team winning and we all mistaken. I just wanna breathe, just to get a break. To show you I'm not rotten to the core. Foot in my neck, gun to my head. Where you going? Stay in check or you're dead. Watch where the wind is blowing. Foot in my neck, gun to my head. Where you going? Stay in check or you're dead. Watch where the wind is blowing. Breaking my legs and my spine. I can take it. I can take it. I can take it. I can take it. Crack open my head, take my mind, girl. I can take it. I can take it. I can take it. I can take it. Whatever you throw, from slavery to Jim Crow, we took it then, and I know now that I can take it. I can take it. I can take it. And I can take it. I can take it.
Yo, I know I can take it, whatever you throw at me. We are athletic, always happy just to keep you happy. Just keep the pipelines open, and the father's broken. That's why I'm on a knee with my fist up in my ass smoking. Big up to Pappy, Dylan and hustling, always kept them happy. When you tapped and grabbed me, took an opportunity and try and trap me. Gave me a few bucks, some gas and some new drugs, turned into chains and fame. Now you wanna do us, killing. Know my homies out here making all this money, we illin'. Sometimes do what you do, but we need to be building from the O-Thought, yeah. I know the O-Fard, as this is in freedom, tons of lessons that the O-Tard. I do what I'm able and keep my mental stable in check. I really can't, cause you got your
foot in my neck
just to keep me choking, so I
stay in check
till I'm dead watch.
When the wind is blowing. Breaking my legs and my spine. Breaking my legs.
Peace, brother Atum Ra, and you tuned in to Action One Network.